Just taking a quick look at the new M4 CS. So no, it's not quite the CSL, but it's still going to give you a lot more performance than a standard M4, isn't it? So, what are the changes here? Well, it's going to be a little bit lighter. It's going to look a little bit, I don't know. You could say it's going to look a little it's going to look a little bit worse with these color this is like, I don't know. Tell me what you guys think of this. This color combination, green, red, and yellow. I don't know. I hope you like all of those colors kind of mixed together. And by the way, if you don't like the green, the only other option is blue. So blue, yellow, and red, or green, yellow, and red. But really, you're not buying this thing for the looks, are you? You're not buying it for the aesthetics. You're buying it for the power, the performance. How about 543 horsepower? Yeah, it's the same output as the CSL, in fact. It's just, as much as they've tried to reduce the weight on this thing, and there's carbon fiber bits everywhere. The hood, yeah, there's carbon fiber aero too on this thing. In fact, a lot of this is all the same as the CSL. Now, it doesn't weigh nearly, it weighs a lot more than the CSL though. Why? Because yeah, you get like a full interior in this thing, which is kind of it's kind of nice, isn't it? Like, yeah, you don't want to have like a totally stripped out interior unless it's like an exclusive dedicated track car. This is kind of the best of both worlds, isn't it? Because you're going to get a lot more performance. If you're the type of person that wants to take this thing out on a track and really get the most out of it and really see, what can an M4 do, but then, yeah, you still want to be able to drive it. Obviously, it's not a daily driver, but you still want to be able to take it on a weekend trip or whatever. Yeah, it's kind of nice to have a nice interior with, all the latest tech, air conditioning. How about, even there are rear seats back there as well still. So, it's going to be a more pleasant experience, isn't it? And by the way, the CSL, it costs more money. It costs more money for less stuff. So think about it. And of course, too, the other difference is you can only get this new CS with all-wheel drive, the X-Drive. So yeah, it's gonna, this, I don't know why they did it like this. You used to be able to get it rear-wheel drive. So I don't know, to make the gap between the CS and the CSL a little bit bigger, because yeah, now the CSL actually is about 300 pounds lighter than the CS. And of course too, the suspension on the CSL is just going to be even stiffer. This CS, competition sport package, this is actually really nice as long as you, as long as you like this kind of color combination, these yellow, this just as a standalone thing, I do like the idea of having something that kind of shows off that this is it's a special model, isn't it? So the yellow lights, yeah, it does that. The red trim on the grill, I could do without that. But the one thing I would say is whoever BMW is using as their photographer, they're doing a hell of a job, because somehow they've actually made this thing look good. And in fact, I was looking through some of these other pictures here. Check this out. This is a pink convertible with red brake calipers, and yet I don't know, somehow they've managed to even make this thing look good. And on the rear end here, there's actually not that much of a difference between the regular M4 models. We still get this. These are really cool taillights, by the way. If you haven't seen these in person, they're using this laser technology to light up this very thin strip. Like, you don't see any other car with a strip this thin. And so it does kind of catch your eye. It is just kind of a cool effect. But really the biggest difference here is just the diffuser, the carbon fiber diffuser. And they do say, 8 pounds less